G'day folks, it's day 2 of polishing the fossil that we were talking about in part 1 of the video. This is part 2 of the video, if you didn't guess already. There's a bit of noise in the workshop. Got the Thunderex and the vibrating that, and the agates in the tumbler. But back to business. We have my friend's fossil with a bit more sanding and polishing done. I've just finished 800 grit. So we've been through 50 grit, 100 grit, 200 grit, skipped 400 grit and went to 800 grit and just finished that. I'm going to skip 1500, skip 5000. The next one I use is 3000. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I sort of know from experience what I can get away with certain rocks. This rock is only of a medium hardness, and I sort of know which ones to skip. So as I said, the next disc is 3000 grit, sorry. Put that on. And how's the progress? Yep, you can't see on the video, but can't feel on the video, but I can feel a silky surface now after 800 grit. If I dried it off, you wouldn't have a shine on it, but you'd have a smooth, flat, silky finish. But anyhow, we'll move on with the grits. So that's 3000 grit, and you have it, and it's an even silkier smooth now, feel now. On to 6000 grit. Okay folks, that was the 10,000 grit finished. So they're all the flexible discs are finished now. Now I can either move on to a felt pad that attaches to this, or a bench grinder with the buffs on it, and the buffs are what I prefer. Well folks, we've had a major incident here in Kev's workshop. The string from my apron, which has been repaired 1,000 times, is broken yet again. As you can see, the apron's had better days, lots of repairs, lots of different pieces of string. She's broken off the safety pins, so time for a new bit of string. Perfect job, I reckon. Good fix. Lasts for another few months. Okay, back to it. As I was saying, while I was rudely interrupted, this is one alternative, Velcro attached felt disc to bring up the final polish, but I prefer to use the bench grinder with a stitch sizer wheel, and then a final finish on the soft wheel. So I'll show you my final process. What I do is dry the rocks off with a hand towel. So that's dry enough. Now I apply auto sol metal polish, because this has aluminium oxide polishing powder in suspension in a cream. Saves mucking around mixing up the powder yourself into a paste and all that is much easier. And we just apply that evenly all over. Very hard to do when you're holding a camera in the other hand. Now really work that in, because if you had a microscope you would see that there are pores in the rock, and you really want to get it into every pore of the rock. Now once again we can dry the cream, the polish off a bit in the wind of the buff. And now we buff that off, and we reveal a reward for all the hard work we've done to this, up to this stage. Told you you'd get a reward. Alright, we'll carry on doing that. I'll see you when it's finished. Okay, so I've got a nice polish on that, and now I'll finish on the soft wheel, the softer wheel, just to touch it up, that final bit. Yes, quite happy with that. And I hope my friend will be as well. I'm sure you will be. Okay, so my friend's main piece is done. His fossil specimen with the polished backside. I'm going to have a coffee break, and then I'm going to get into the remaining 4 pieces. Apply the polish paste and buff them off, and the job will be done. So we'll come back then. Bit of a wet day here in the tropics, where I live in Queensland, Australia. But we need the rain. It's our traditional dry season, so showers of rain this time of year are good, green things up a bit. Nice coffee. I made it. Okay folks, so we're all done now with this job. I'll take you through the pieces and show you the good things and the bad things. Might call this the good, the bad and the ugly. Just want to show you that not everything's perfect. Now, this is the main piece for my friend for his display. And on the polish side we have not many defects. We have that by my thumb there is that divot that we spoke about earlier in the videos. That's not too bad. There is a defect up the top in the middle, is hard to see. This is the other display piece. Now we have an obvious defect down there where my thumb is. Not enough care taken in the coarse grits to remove all the scratches. I was emphasizing that to you all and I've made the mistake myself. This piece, to fix that, you've got to go right back, do it all again, right back to the beginning, coarse grit, and then right through the grits. This is the only other display piece with a fossil imprint on it. This one had 2 polished surface, the edge, and just there. It's very minor defects, but that's not too bad. A little off cut has some defects. I'm not even sure what it is. I think it's not even certain what that is. It's where the different hardnesses in the material in the rock itself, and also might be some polish caught in there where it's a bit porous. The last piece was just a slab with no outside fossil imprint, and a defect there where my finger's pointing there at the top. But the rest is okay. That's not a bad piece actually. Nice pattern. Well folks, thanks for watching the video. I hope you've got something out of that and seen the process I go through to polish the things, and also importantly that not everything turns out perfect, but on the other hand not too bad either. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Share the video with your friends and definitely leave me a comment. Thank you.